Hey, welcome to my channel. Okay, today we're talking about a specific person. When you have been ghosted by your specific person, they've come to you, you've manifested them back into your life. Happy days, you're all pleased, you're having a lovely conversation, they're telling you they love you, they're telling you they want to meet up maybe, they've missed you, all of that stuff that you've imagined them saying, they are saying, and then all of a sudden they just go cold. So basically they disappear off the face of the earth. They may as well have been abducted by aliens or something because they have just disappeared. You've sent the last message, maybe they've read it, maybe they haven't, or maybe you don't know whether they've read it or not. Why has that happened? And this is a question. Actually, I had 5 emails on this topic from 5 different people. Why has this happened? Okay, there will be a program running along inside of you that says this is what they do. I hear from them for a bit because this has probably happened before and this is what happens. But it's not necessarily that it's in your conscious awareness. When you are in conversation with them and enjoying what you're having between you, it's not in your conscious awareness. So you think, well, I didn't think anything. I wasn't worried that would happen. If you've got that program running along inside of you, it's going to happen. It can't do anything but happen. It could be that you've got a program that says they lose interest after a while, they're not that into you. It could be anything, but it's causing this to happen. So that's got that out of the way. Now let's deal with what you do about that, how you handle that. And I have such a strong opinion about this, and it won't be to everybody's liking, but I'm going to say it anyway because I do feel really strongly about it. So I think I need to put it out there. That's how I feel about it. Okay, and here is my opinion on the topic. Okay. Yes, we know that it's something going on inside of us because everything going on inside of us is reflected back to us. But if we take on the blame for this and we decide, okay, from this point, I'm going to manifest them back again, and we go into overdrive, so affirming and feeling and doing all of these different things in order to bring them back again, the same thing will happen again. So what you need to know that you are the centre of your reality. This is all about you, and you are not necessarily giving your power away to them. What you're doing is using your power, your considerable power, against yourself, basically. So what do? This is all I would do, okay? Keep it really simple. What you don't want to do is put in a ton of effort to get them back, because then you are just putting them out of reach, making them much more special than you, and making it the reality about them and making them responsible for your happiness. And that is not the way to go, not the way to sustain anything, maintain anything. So you just make a suggestion to your subconscious. You know something's going on in there. Maybe you're not quite sure what it is, but you know there's going to be something. So you suggest to them that everyone has the potential of being a decent, respectful, kind person towards you. Everyone has that potential, and that is absolutely true. And they have this potential to be like that too. So you make another suggestion to your subconscious. I suggest that they could possibly be like this. That's all you need to do. And then you decide, and this is so powerful, this really is powerful, and it will help you at no end with this and with everything, is you say, I am important here. I am number one in my reality. I am not going to use my power against myself. I am not going to let somebody else's behaviour dictate my feelings and dictate the way I feel throughout the day. Not going to do that. It's all going to be about me. So I'm going to take back the power now. I'm not going to reach out to them. I'm going to let them do their stuff, get on with whatever it is that's going on in their head. I don't get that fully, so I'm going to let that go on. I'm going to deal with me, and I'm going to get myself to a place where I do not care. I would love to be in a committed relationship with them, something great with them, but I am not worried either way, because I know that I'm so awesome that I can be with anyone. And you are awesome. You are all awesome. And there will be incredible things about all of you that you are just not bringing into your awareness. So remind yourself about that, whether it's, you look at some of the subliminals that I've got on here. So it's all about you, and whichever way you do that, and you can persist at that and be persistent with that and not worry about causing resistance. Set yourself 5 minutes a day to say, I am awesome. I am a catch. They are absolutely privileged that I want to be with them. Privileged, they are. You don't want to feel like the privileged person. They are the privileged person to be with you, that you would even consider being with them, because you are a catch. There's all these amazing things about you. Remind yourself of that. You don't have to believe it with your rational mind as you're saying it, but know that it's going into your subconscious. See it as hypnotism, self-hypnotism. That's all you're doing with affirmations, really. It is. So set yourself 5 minutes a day to do that. Tell yourself how awesome you are, and how there is no competition, and how you can have anything that you want. You just need to be in that right feeling state, and you are helping yourself getting to that feeling state by doing this. Keep it really, really simple. Don't go all out to manifest them back, because at the moment what you will do if you do that is you will devalue yourself. You will say that you don't mind accepting scraps from them, so you will get more and more of the same, and you don't want that. You want to set yourself a value. Now, I am a valuable person, a high valued person, and I only accept the best, and I will not accept scraps. It's not, I really feel no, I only accept them coming back in a way that is good for me. I really feel the momentum around that. You'll really feel powerful when you do that, and your energy will change in an instant if you are determined about that, and determined that you do not want to feel rubbish about yourself. And if you carry on like this, you will feel rubbish about yourself. If you keep making it back, manifesting them back, and yes, of course you can do that. You can do that over and over and over again. But if it never changes and you always get the same thing going on, it's not worth it. It's not worth your self-esteem plummeting, not worth your self-worth becoming low. It's all about us. This is your reality. You get to experience what you want. But what happens is you want one thing, but you feel another. So if you imagine this as being that every time you feel something, you're putting in a request to the universe for that thing. So if you keep feeling a lack of something, and you keep feeling the loss, and you keep feeling that you're waiting, you are going to be given that back, because it sounds like that's the order that you're putting in. I'm ordering this. Sometimes I think, I don't know if you've ever heard of cosmic ordering, but there's books about it. It's exactly the same thing. But I like the simplicity of that. And actually the title cosmic ordering, you just put your order into the universe and wait for it to come. Like you order something from Amazon, it's going to come, isn't it? It's going to come, you expect it to come, and it does. And cosmic ordering is that sort of idea. It's exactly the same thing. It's all the same thing with a different label, but I just like the simplicity of that. So maybe take that on board and think to yourself, this is what I want, this is what I accept, this is what I am going to order, and leave it at that. You've made that new suggestion to your subconscious. Now make it all about you. Don't make it all about them, because, like I said, it will happen over and over again. You'll be years down the line and you'll be so frustrated with yourself you've let it happen. As we know, life is very short, and we need to make the best of it, and we need to really value ourselves and know that anybody in our lives is privileged to be there. Our friends, and I don't mean that in a sort of stuck up way, oh, you're so privileged to be in my presence. I don't mean like that. I mean that that you have a lot to offer a person, any person in your life. You have a lot to offer them, and you're prepared to give that. You're prepared to give everything of yourself, but you need to have that back from that person. It works both ways, doesn't it? It works with friendships and it works with relationships. It's really important in friendships that you get as much as you give, and it's exactly the same in relationships. So you wouldn't accept scraps from a friend, would you? You just wouldn't do it. If a friend was treating you like that, say you were in a conversation with your friend and all of a sudden they disappeared off the face of the earth, and you were reaching out to them again, nothing, absolutely nothing, then 2 weeks later they come back like nothing's happened. You wouldn't accept that. Absolutely you wouldn't. You'd say, get lost, how dare you? Why would you think that that's acceptable? And you would say it to them as well. You would just say, you haven't spoken to me for 2 weeks, what's going on? You would get it out there and you'd have a conversation about it. So don't treat a relationship any different than you would treat any relationship in your life. So with a potential partner, don't treat it any differently. Take your self-respect back, take your self-worth back. You can see that I feel so passionately about this. I really do. When you have high self-worth and you know that you have a lot to give and you are a great person, then you do find that people in your life really reflect that back to you without you having to try, because that's how you feel. So that's what you get reflected back to you in all areas of your life. Really, I promise you. Okay, that's it. That's enough for my rant today. I wasn't going to make a video today, but I'd had emails about this and I just feel so passionately about it. I thought, right, as I'm feeling that passion, I'm going to go and film this video. Anyway, I'm an author. My books are listed below, all based around the law of attraction. I offer Zoom coaching, personalised subliminals. There's other subliminals on my website too. And over the next few days, that will be really huge because I'm putting a lot of meditations on there. I say I'm putting them on. I've done it all. It's all good to go. But my husband is my web developer. Unfortunately for him, and for me really sometimes, so I get put to the bottom of the list. And actually, to be fair, I saw him in his office today upstairs and I said, oh, are you doing my stuff? And he said no. He just looked really irritated at me. I said, okay. And he said, I'm not ready to go back to work yet. And I'm okay, fair enough. But he knows I want it done by next week. So, benefits us both, so it's all good. So hopefully that will be done. And I don't think it's nothing huge, but it is work, isn't it? And we're still feeling in the kind of Christmas mood here, so we don't want to go back to that. And I completely get that. Anyway, my son Harrison has a channel, that's Harrison Ellis, and I've listed that down below too if you want to pop along and have a look at that. And have a wonderful new year. I'm sure 2022 is going to be much better. Yeah, I'm sure it is.